to get into teaching boxing. Then I used my boxing to meet Jimmy Kimmel and get me into radio. You guys have skills. You have expertise. Sometimes you think, well, I want to do this. What the hell does carpentry have to do with the radio? What the hell does the radio have to do with boxing? What's boxing have to do with the carpentry? I built myself a little ladder with one skill set to get to the next place, which got me to the next place. And when I met Jimmy Kimmel, we both built our own ladder to get out of local radio and on to cable TV. Now, Jimmy since has kept going with his ladder and kicked mine down. So I said, I'm going to teach one of these guys to box. And I called the radio station 25 times and they never called back and they never answered. And I was starting to get desperate. And I would drive my truck every morning and I'd hear Kevin and Bean going, the boxing match is still on. We're still looking for trainers. We're still looking for a venue. We're still looking for everything. And I said, I can't take it anymore. And I went to the radio station and I taught a 6 a.m. class. So I went to the radio station at like 5:30 in the morning. I couldn't get in this building. It was in a commercial building. And they said the building doesn't open until 7. So the next day, I got a guy to cover my class for me. I went back to the radio station. I got into the building. I went up the elevator to the 9th floor where K-Rock was in Burbank, California. I got out of the elevator. I saw the K-Rock doors. K-Rock was locked. K-Rock didn't open until 9 a.m. Now it's 7:15 in the morning, and I'm just standing there by the elevators, and I'm wandering around, and I have no idea where to go or what to do, but my impulse said, don't get back in that elevator and go back down. Just stay here. And at some point, somebody came up the elevator, and it was like the guy who refills the vending machines or drops off the newspapers or something, and I said, excuse me, are you going in there? And he said, yeah. I said, I'm a boxing trainer. I'll be by the elevator. Just tell somebody in there that there's a boxing trainer standing out here, and I'll wait. And he said, yeah, fine. And I just stood by the elevators. And I stood some more. No cell phone, no earbuds, no nothing, just sitting there. And at some point, Jimmy Kimmel comes down the hall. He literally came out of the back door of K-Rock and just waddling down the hall. He used to be a little heavier back then. And he walked up to me and he said, you the boxing coach? You boxing coach? I said, yeah. I said, when do you want to start? I said, how about today? He said, fine. Where's the gym? I'll see you at noon. I taught him how to box for about 20 minutes. We spend the next 3 hours drinking Snapple and talking about comedy. The first joke I ever told on the radio was not as Adam Carolla. The first joke I told on the radio was as Jimmy, the sports guy's boxing coach. I called in. They said, you got a nickname for Jimmy? I said, if you're going to box, you need a good nickname. I said, well, you know, he's Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. So I was thinking maybe like the Brooklyn Assassin or something like that. But also, he's Italian, so maybe I was toying with the notion, maybe call him like the Italian Tornado, something like that. But after seeing him spar, we just settled on Jim. First joke ever told on the radio. Well, Jimmy and I got together. Jimmy was nothing back then. I was nothing back then. We never did it for money. We both did it for change because okay was not okay. And we all want to get from okay to kick ass, and I say, that starts today. Are you with me, people? Thanks, you guys. You guys have been a wonderful audience. Appreciate it.